Long ago, the lands were untamed and roamed by legendary adventurers. Of all heroes, none shone brighter than Silver Knight and Sealed Knight. But their travels together ended at the Tower of Fate, when a cursed amulet brought a terrible magic. When Silver Knight awoke, the tower was sealed, and Sealed Knight was gone. His spirit broken, a grieving Silver Knight went into a life of solitude. But without champions, the land was seized by a vile power, the Enchantress and her Order of No Quarter. Now the tower is unsealed, and devastation looms. A new adventure is about to begin. ... Hello everybody, Mountain here to you, and in today's video we're going to be playing through the first level through Silver Knight. Alright! This is one of my favorite games on the Wii U because, well, this game is awesome. This game plays like a old NES game. It has a lot of the same platforming physics, has a lot of the same graphics and music and things like that. In fact, the music in this game can actually run on a real NES, which is really cool. This game is, what's the proper term? This game was a Kickstarter title, and it kind of seems like the big game that made a Kickstarter kind of a big thing among game developers with like Mighty Number 9, Ukulele, Bloodstained Rituals of the Night, games like that being crowdfunded by the fans. Silver Knight was very successful, and it still is for this matter. A lot of people seem to attribute Silver Knight as like the indie game, like the mascot of the indie game scene, which I can totally see because he's very popular, and he even has his own amiibo of all things, which is really cool. But yeah, Silver Knight, this game, like I said, is a 2D platforming adventure game, 2D platforming thing. For the Wii U, it's also available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, 3DS, things like that. I don't remember all of the consoles that this game is available on, but what I do know is that the different versions of this game have different unique functionalities. The PlayStation 4 version has a exclusive boss fight with Kratos from God, what's the game called? I think it's called God of War. I'm not all that familiar with that game. But the Xbox One version has a Battletoads boss fight, which is really cool for you retro game fans out there. I think the Wii U version has the best exclusive features because there's a multiplayer mode that you can access through the amiibo. So you can play this entire game co-op with a friend, and it works really well. These levels actually work pretty decently for co-op adventures. And the music in this game is awesome, I'll just say that right now. You may have heard some of the Silver Knight music over the years through the moments whenever I'd be speeding up a location in any game for a Let's Play. So this game has some really great music. The music in the background right now, as awesome as this music is, believe it or not, this is actually one of my least favorite songs in the game. And with how awesome the song is, that's to say something about the soundtrack in this game. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. That thing that we just collected was a music sheet. I'm not entirely sure where they all are. This isn't going to be like a Let's Play guide or anything like that. This is just going to be me casually playing through the level, as I have been doing with the rest of the series. So we're going to be doing that. It's going to be fun, stuff like that. And also worth mentioning that I'm definitely not the best Silver Knight player in the world. I will frequently die at times. If I ever do Let's Play this game, you're going to see a lot of rage moments and stuff like that, because this game can get very brutal in difficulty, which is another thing that's pretty accurate when you make a game that's like a... geez, I cannot think of words right now. Like a tribute to old NES games is what I was trying to say. There's a magical hidden chicken thing right there if you want to go collect it. Those will completely refill your health. When you're replaying levels, you can it also like becomes a bomb or whatever. Future levels, you can destroy these things, and there is an achievement in the game to destroy them all. Those orbs are your checkpoints, so if you destroy them, you'll not be able to use them. So if you die, you're going to have to go back way far. So try not to destroy them too much if you're not going for the checkpoint for the achievement. If I ever do let's play this game, I probably won't make it a priority to get all the achievements in the game, simply because I'll take multiple playthroughs to do, and I don't really think that it would really matter all that much to demonstrate them all. Now, one problem I do have with this game is that a lot of the visuals kind of make it a little hard on the eyes to look at the different environments in this game. Like right here, when you have the bubbles with the waterfall in the background, the waterfall, the way it's animated kind of makes it a little hard to look at. It doesn't really bother me all that much, but I know it bothers a lot of people, and there are levels in the game later on which can really bother some people with epilepsy. So if you have problems like that, you probably shouldn't really play this game all that often. But yeah, other than that, this is a really good game. That's like my only legitimate complaint against it. Although I do like difficulty in games, and this game isn't unfair by any means. But like I said earlier, this game can get really difficult at times. But hey, this was a game that meant as a tribute to NES games, so I suppose that makes sense. Right there's a treasure chest. You can get a bunch of gems and stuff like that. Gems are used to buy new things of armor and new equipment and things like that later on. I won't go over in this video because, again, this is not a Let's Play video by any means. It's just me casually playing through one of my favorite games on the Wii U. This game also has one of the cooler gamepad integration things. This game uses the gamepad very well because you can use it to. Oh, speaking of which, I should probably mention I'm playing on the Wii U version of the game. I believe the game's going to look the same no matter what version you're playing on. The 3DS version may look a little bit different, but if you're playing on an Xbox One or whatever, it's not going to look all that different from the Wii U version. Because the game's meant to look all 8-bit and stuff like that, and there's really not much of a difference between stuff like that. But anyway, back to the Wii U version gamepad thing. You can change your magic without having to pause the game, similar to the inventory system in the Wii U Zelda games. But what I really like is that skull bounced around. That was pretty funny. There's also a diary thing on the gamepad, which is basically the Miiverse integration in this game. The Miiverse integration in this game is really cool. It's like the Miiverse bottles in the Wind Waker, except not exactly, because you have to collect those Miiverse bottles to see the Miiverse posts. But in this game, they just appear whenever you're playing through the level. So if you were to make a post on Miiverse while you were playing through this level, it will show up on my game. So that's really cool. And with more games, I used a more Miiverse integration like that, because Miiverse is a really good idea, and I really hope that Nintendo continues it with the Nintendo Switch. I don't really know, at the time I'm recording this video, I don't really know if Miiverse is going to be even on the Nintendo Switch. Probably not even by the time this video is out, because the presentation is going to be in January, and I plan to upload this video in December. But yeah. Anywho, well, something that's kind of cool as a mention is that, Shovel Knight, he is a big character. He is a pretty famous character. Like I said earlier, he has his own amiibo, but, he's going to be appearing in Yooka-Laylee, which is like a Banjo-Kazooie, style game made by the same people who made that game. I know you'd show your face sooner or later, the Carillion coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing for you here anymore. Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate. Your time away has dulled your senses. Can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress. And her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal the shovel! Can I just say for the record, this guy is like the coolest villain ever. I don't know why. I love this guy's character design. He is so cool and things like that. And even though he probably won't replace Ghirahim or Metalface as my all-time favorite video game villains, this guy definitely comes to a very close second or third, or however I made that rank. This guy's no pushover. He is a very tough first boss fight. When you replay levels later in the game, obviously it's not going to be all that difficult because, well, you're going to have a lot more HP and stuff like that. If you're playing with multiplayer, he's going to have twice as much health, so that's kind of a jerk move on Game's part, and yeah, we beat him! In your face, Black Knight! And I have to say, I really love that you can see the tower in the distance over there. That is a really cool detail. Something worth mentioning is that you get an achievement for putting out all the campfires like that. Yeah, when you continue playing through the game, after you explore this town, you'll be able to go through some of these levels in any order you want, which is really cool. And the game's going to gradually expand as you obviously play it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video of Shovel Knight. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. As usual, if you'd like to see a Let's Play this game, feel free to post in the comments below. This is a game I'm very much considering as a Let's Play. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do by myself or if I want to be like a collaborative project. But either way, if you wanted to see a Let's Play, feel free to post in the comments below. And until next time, ready gear to you. Oh yeah.